Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Nate, and today in our ICT lesson I'm going to be teaching you how to use Microsoft Access to create a contact database for your friends. I know that in your last class we looked at information management system. We also talked about database, and I'm sure in your schools your teachers have introduced you properly to the word of database. Now let's learn how to create a simple database using the Microsoft Access on our laptop computers. Now I know that with the advent of phones and all, you can always do a lot of data using your phone in a simple and easy way, but I'm teaching you as a computer scientist. Now most of these applications that you see working on phone or working on other devices, tablet devices and all, they have a program that has been written using either SQL, either using Python, using Oracle, using Microsoft Access to build their backend program. And what I'm going to be teaching you in this class is basically how to create a database using Microsoft Access. That will open your mind to how this backend database are being initiated or created. So first thing is, let us launch the Microsoft Word application, Microsoft Access application. But meanwhile, before we go on, if on your screen you are still seeing this subscribe button, it means you have not subscribed to our channel, to our YouTube channel. So I'd like you to quickly click this button to subscribe to the channel. So now I just click now, subscribe to the channel. So now let us launch the Microsoft Access application. So I will just select my start button here and then I'll type Access. Now there are different versions of Microsoft Access application. On this computer I have Microsoft Access 2016 and 27. Now for some reasons I prefer to use 27 for this particular lesson, but you can use whichever version that is on your own computer system. So I'll just select Microsoft Office 27, and then what kind of database am I trying to create? Now you can see there's student database and all, but for this class I like to use blank database. So I click blank database, and then it will ask me to name my database. I can say my friends. Okay, so I'll just say create. Yes, so I've created this. So it's looking like the Microsoft Excel application in rows and columns and all. So this is where you start developing your database from. Now this ID. Now first thing I want to tell you is that we need to change from data sheet to design view so that we can work properly. So I will still call it my friends because it's asking me to name the table. I'm just creating a database for just one table here. So this is it. Now each of my friends must have an ID. Now there's what we call primary key. When you want to start designing this, you need to switch from this data sheet view. You need to switch to design view, and I've switched to design view already. Now in database there's what we call primary key. Now that primary key is a particular data type that must be. That primary key means that each person on your database or each data field can be the same, but that primary key they can't share the same primary key. For instance, date of birth, two students or two friends or two pupils in the same class can share the same date of birth. They can share the same favorite color. They can share the same email if they are twins and they are from the same parents. They can even share the same phone number. But there's something in the database that must differentiate these two people, and that is usually the primary key. And most times in database, primary key can be the registration number or the ID. So for this particular database, I'm going to make my primary key, I'm going to call the data field ID, and then I'm going to, the data type is going to be auto number. Okay, so now the field name is ID. and then the data type is auto number. You understand better as I am explaining. So this second field, I'm going to type it as first name. That is the field name. And then the data type, I can leave it as text. Second one, I can say middle name. The data type, I can call it text. And then last name, data type, I can still call it text. Then next thing I will say gender. Now this time around, I'm not going to use text. Instead, I'm going to use what we call lookup wizard. Let me teach you how to set up lookup wizard. Now the way the lookup wizard works is, since it's gender, it has to be male or female. So instead of typing male or female, when you set up a lookup wizard, it will give you the option between male and female. All you need to do is you just select the gender. So I will scroll down to lookup wizard, and then to bring me here to say this wizard creates a lookup column which displays a list of values. You can choose which displays a list of values you can choose from. How you want your lookup column to look in its value. I want the lookup value column to look up values in the table or query. I want to type in my lookup values myself. So I'll just say I want to type in my value myself, and then I'll click next. And then my value here that I want to type, I can say female, and then here I can say male. Then I'll click next, and then yes, the value I already typed to the gender, then I can say finish. Now you won't see the effects here yet until you go to data sheet view. Let's go to data sheet view so you can see what we're talking about. Data sheet view. Do you want to save first? Yes, I'll say yes. So I've saved first. So when we have the first name here, the ID, you try to type anything, it won't work because you have already said it to you have already activated the data type as auto number, so computer will automatically number it for you. But for first name, you can always type Nathaniel. Let me just say Nat. Middle name, Eddie. Last name, Adoy. Gender. Now it's going to show me this. I can always click this, then I can click male. Do you understand? Good. So let's go on. I'm going back to design view. Then the next thing is date of birth. So for date of birth, I'm just going to select date and time. So this will help me with calendar. So I can also say image, or I can say picture. Then I'll just come here, I'll change it to attachment. Attachment. Then the next thing I can say address. I can say parent's email address. Parent's email address. Parent's email address. Email address. And then for email address, you should use hyperlink instead of text. And then for, we can still use the lookup wizard for state of origin. But that means we have to now start typing the whole state in Nigeria. Okay, lookup wizard. I'll go to lookup wizard, and then I'll say I want to type the values myself. We'll say Abia, Adamawa. So I'm just going to select some states randomly. Adamawa, Benue, Bauchi, Ọ̀yọ́, Enugu, which other state? Kaduna, Kano, Lagos. So state of origin, that's the lookup here, and then I'll just say finish. Okay, so basically I want us to stop here so that we don't start writing and writing. Let's just look at what we have done from the design from the data sheet view. We'll just click yes. This is data sheet view. So from data sheet, I've actually entered my name here, Eddie Adoy, and then date of birth. Once I click date of birth, it's going to show me a calendar icon, so I'll just go and select the calendar icon here. Select my date of birth. I can just say choose any date, and then here it's asking me to put my picture. Here I can just double click, and then I'll add picture, and then I could just pick any pictures. If I have a picture on the system here, I could just pick any picture here. I'll add picture. Say okay. It's showing one because there's a picture there already. The state of origin, I'll pick from the lookup wizard here. I can select. I know you'll be saying it's not showing the pictures. In our next class, I'm going to show you how you can view all of the pictures here. So basically, I have created a database. I can call this a contact database because it has information about myself and my friends. So I can type another person. I can say Shola Muyiwa. The last name I can say Fola, and then which gender I can say this person is female, date of birth. I come to the calendar, I can choose any dates, and then here where I'm supposed to upload picture, I can always add picture, pick another picture of Shola and then upload, and then I'll come to state of origin. I can select, I can see that she's from here, and then on and on and on you can add the database of all of your friends. So basically that is how it looks, that is how it works, that is how to create database. Now there's a lot we are still going to be doing here, but this is the introductory class, and I believe that you'll be able to design a contact database for your friends using this particular method that I've shown you in Microsoft Access. Don't forget, primary key is basically an identifier of any or each of the files or each of the objects in your database. This is the end of today's lesson. I believe you learned a lot from this video, and I'm sure that if you practice, you'll be able to design this. This is very, very simple. I'm sure you find it easy to do. So practice this, and then don't forget to do your homework that your teacher would have given you in school. Thank you.